So, hello Soldaten and welcome back to our Company of Heroes 2 replay. We haven't made one in a while, and yesterday I jumped into the Company of Heroes 2 and went in and played 1v1 with one of my friends, and I got a pretty good game mixed with some Panzer Grenadiers, some flanking and so on and so forth. All of that flavor you guys like. And I decided to call this game Gleiz Fortres, and you guys will get a pretty good sense why I called it like that. So I will not drag this further, and let's jump immediately and let's see what will happen inside this battle. If you are to enjoy in this video, you guys might consider subscribing and liking this video so you can spread the message and help this channel. It helps me a lot. Also, I would recommend you guys to check Steel Division gameplays, which I have, which is a new strategy game which is really connected with Company of Heroes 2, and you will enjoy in it. Also, check my social networks where you can find more information about the channel schedules and so on and so forward. Let's go now. We are on Gleiz, playing against the Soviet. I'm playing as the Wehrmacht, of course, so hopefully you guys will enjoy in this game. My idea was to grab this point, which is a key position in my opinion, because once you cap this house, you control this mid and you control this whole flank, which is leading towards your fuel. If opponent is to grab the church, then you can have some problems. But if you have a strong position over here, you can always push back there a little bit and make a line from where you will push. Also, it is providing a cover for this flank and mid over here, so you can freely try to move inside this town and try to grab this house to put a pressure on the opponent. So, in my opinion, if you are starting on the north, this is the key position where you should place your MG. This position over here is a bit too close. It can be good, but then you're just covering this area, this little ammo point and the mid, while over here you're covering this area as well. I can also argue that placing an MG42 here can also be good to control this area and to try to put pressure on this point to get the enemy point, but then you can be cut and it can be difficult to patrol this whole section over here to guard the opponent, but you guys will see. So my opponent is pushing with his conscripts on the left side hard, while I'm pushing over here and trying to grab this church point and trying to grab my fuel. So I'm moving slowly. I already got a mortar because I expected that maybe he'll go with the maximum spam. I don't know. I mean, maximum spam will always be viable for the Soviets. Yes, it got a bit of a nerf now, but I mean, it's just nerf when it comes to moving him and when it comes to, let's say, pinning down faster. However, it's still a good thing. I mean, I would argue that it is still good. So I'm still inside this church because I don't know, is that Maxim gone, and I don't want him to cap this church because then I'll have a problem. These guys over here are holding and he's not pushing with them. So he's basically expecting me to come from somewhere, but I'm not gonna do that. Also, he got his mortar out as well, so he is definitely thinking that he'll need it inside the town, which is a good call if you're to ask me. Grenadiers are moving slowly. I expected it. I maybe saw something here because I didn't saw it because of the fog of war, and just wanted to be sure that there is nothing there. I just moved into this house to see do they have anything, and then I'll jump out. My grenadiers were clearing this area over here, and once they are to move all the way over here, then these pioneers will go out, yep, and move, because I don't want to get caught. So he moved his Maxim all the way from here over here, and when I saw it, I didn't know that he got the Maxim all the way from the other side of the map. I thought that he got a new one, so I just backed up. Didn't want to move there. I saw it briefly before it managed to fire. And he is placing the mines. This is definitely a good thing. I don't have anyone over here to see it. Yeah, I believe he will go for some more Maxims or what, because he does have a lot of manpower. But I know that I will go with some Panzergrenadieren here. I will go hard with Panzergrenadiers. And look at this, he's mining this whole section. So he tried to escape, but then he saw that I'm moving inside this building, and then he immediately ran for it. And now I'm gonna get my Grenadiers out, and he's smiling. Not for long, my friend, not for long. Here comes the Grenadiers. I saw his saw this, so I'm gonna get rifle grenade. Boom, rifle grenade. Gonna fire at it. Nice. They're low on health. Got these guys in, firing at it, and I cleared that mortar. What a bad start for my opponent there. He has the map control. However, I have a perimeter and I control the important part of the map. So I control 2 victory points, I control the fuel, and I control the entrance inside the town, inside this heavily fortified position. So I'm pretty fine with it. So once he saw that I have a lot of my things inside the town, his idea is to go and cut this off, trying to put the pressure behind my line, which is definitely not a bad idea. But at the same time, I'm putting pressure on him as well. My fuel is not cut off yet. If he is to get this, then it would be, but it's still not cut off. So I'm trying to get my guys over here as much as I can, trying to put that pressure. MG42 also turned back so he can support. And here it goes. I'm cutting off his fuel now for a second. And he is pushing with his big force in mid, trying to go and get this mortar, I assume. That's what I would try to do with that force. However, my troops are coming. I saw that, and my initial reaction is, I need to grab this house, need to grab this house, need to grab this house. And I'm rushing for this house because this is a perfect cover which he can use. And now he is completely surrounded. He can't do jack shit. These guys are coming. And I immediately go inside this house as well. But then I realize that I don't have any windows over here, as you guys can see. So I'm jumping out, gonna go up close and just gonna bruise this, because these Grenadiers are supporting as well. Got them surrounded here. A bad call. Gonna fire with everything I have on these guys. Gonna do as much damage as I can. Pioneers are trying to bait me to go and fire at them, but I know that this is the high value target which I should go for. This Maxim over here is being passive, so my enemy is a bit way too passive over here, building up the healing bunker and getting up the half track. Half track will be super useful for me in this encounter again against them. So I'm looking, he stopped that third Maxim. I would go for one more conscript and I would upgrade them with the Molotov. They do have anti-tank grenades, so well, in my opinion, anti-tank grenade early on against Wehrmacht is a bad idea. I would first go with Molotov because of the MG42 and then go for the anti-tank grenade. But we'll see. I'm pushing forward with my half track and with my Grenadiers now, trying to get the perimeter over here, trying to fortify this area with some Grenadiers, and I'm expecting them to maybe try and push that way. And look at this mine over here. Gonna get G43s. I got the Lightning War Doctrine because of the Tiger and because of G43, and also I'm gonna get this Stukas because I saw that he had some commanders which he can use some IL-2s, gonna use some PPSH, gonna use some special tanks like T-34-85s or IS-2s. So I went with this to have that kind of a support which he cannot neglect that easy. So my opponent is now regrouping. He's bunching up over here. Not a good idea. He's not using that heavy cover. He's just staying on the open. But here comes the Molotov. Finally saw it, and I am out over here. He can't enter this house neither because it's burning. So he threw me out, but he is taking a position from himself as well. But definitely was a good decision he did there, because I would just harass him. He wouldn't be able to do much, at least not without the PPSH, which he is upgrading now. Also now I have two mortars, one mortar to cover the left flank and I have this mortar over here to cover this flank as well. Church is completely open, so I'm just focusing everything I have over here on this side. So I will slowly replace these guys over here with my Panzer Grenadiers and Pioneers so that they can go back and heal up. So we'll see how that will go. The Pioneers will go forward to check what we have, to go and try to cap and harass, but here we got a lucky guess and we saw where they are coming. So I'm immediately gonna prepare my guys over here, gonna get my half-track to cover this entrance with its light machine gun when they are to enter to fire at it. But no, they are not coming that way, so they are moving on the right side. So I now kind of have an idea where they are to push. I'm gonna get these guys up close because I don't have anyone inside this building, just retreated my Grenadiers. So I want to have an early warning when they are trying to come. So my half-track is pushing forward. It is taking a while to get in position, but I have these guys behind firing as well, so you don't have to you don't have to face forward in order to fire. Here we go. Now I'm gonna fire at him. Have my mortar supporting. He's not entering this house, which is a mistake. Here he comes trying to throw an anti-tank at me. Yep, here it goes. Fire at it. Mortar getting closer so it can fire. My G43 is trying to harass him, but I should cross this position over here and use this heavy cover instead of this light cover. But MG42 will fire at him, so will the mortar, and I can always reinforce from here, from this half-track, which I will do. Over here, while they were firing, I tried to push with my Pioneers to grab, but the MG42 over there pushed me back. So these guys over here are trying to bait me. Yeah, but mortar is still firing at them. There they go, they're trying to Ura. I saw them, so I will go and get my guys on the right side to try to harass them and try to protect my field, and also trying to protect my half-track, because one more 80 grenade and I'm done. And look at this, my opponent is already making a Su-85. Su-76, sorry. So that will definitely help him deal with my half-track. However, I would rather go with T-70 instead. And over here, I was not paying any attention, so I was so focused on this that he managed to get away. And yep, they will manage to get away. I should have pushed forward a little bit. I might even got it. But here now we are gonna cap these points. Gonna get back to the initial position which we need. Gonna move the half-track over here as well. So it's a definitely good start for me. I may be elaborating a lot while speaking, but bear with me, I'm really sorry about it. And look at this. Right at a crucial time, managed to get the half-track inside the town to support this Panzer Grenadier. And look at it, I saw him firing, so I'll try to enter this house and try to fire at it. Ah, no, bit too late, Yep, if I was there initially, I would have got 2 shots and got it to like 25% health. But now he has 3 conscripts. He is preserving his force as much as he can. He have lost the mortar. He had a rough start at the beginning, but he's preserving it correctly now. Also, I'm not spending a lot of my ammo. At least at the beginning I didn't, because I wanted to go for these Panzer Shreks. Because let's be honest, AT inside this map, inside this town, is useless unless you have telemines or have a superior position where you can outflank. So I went with a secure choice, which is Panzer Shrek. Just jump inside the building and fire at them. That's the way. And generally, Panzer Grenadiers are also super good in this map, especially against PPS sages. And he is saying stop with the Panzer Grenadiers because he has the radio interception, so he knows whenever I get something, he knows what it is. I am also getting a boot of the ammo points, and I mean, even without the ammo point, he is getting 31 ammo just because of these points he has. But I'm getting 41, so I'm getting pretty good with the ammo, and I'll be able to get some G43s. Will be able to get some more stuff which I can use. Now I'm gonna turn this MG42 to deal with these guys. Don't wanna stick close against them. Here comes my half track, and look at this, guys. Okay, while all of that, I have to slow this down. Well, we have this battle over here. I'm pushing for their fuel with my pioneers, so he is not paying attention to this side. So my pioneers, I know that they have a maximum here, so I'm pushing over here with the pioneers, getting behind the heavy cover to do the damage. While on the other side, I'm getting my grenadiers here to deal with his with his conscripts. Gonna get these Panzer Grenadiers to push over here and to deal with them. They will outflank, they will try to close the gap, just like I did on my previous tactical video I showed you guys. So I'm literally letting him fight over here while I'm pushing everything I have over here on this flank. And look at this, he's trying to get in position to get a flanking shot, but with that nerf now they don't have enough time to turn. Here we have some conscripts trying to battle me up close, which is a bad idea. Here we have Panzer Grenadiers on the flank trying to cut off this Su-76. He's trying to escape now, but the trap is set. My Grenadiers are pushing forward. My Panzer Grenadiers are pushing up as well, trying to get some shots over here. The Su-76 stopped for a second, and I go inside the church just to go outside from the other side and do a Panzerfaust, and then I'm off, baby. Yep, just go off, don't want to take unnecessary losses. And yeah, just like that, I crushed his assault. I killed one conscript squad, destroyed Su-76, and I lost 3 Panzer Grenadiers. 3 men in a squad. And that's a pretty damn good call if you are to ask me. I also managed to push that 80 all the way back. It was driven up to 2 squad members, so bad. And yeah, I also forgot that I managed to get his Maxim squad, so that was a perfect trade for me if you guys are to ask me. I have half track here putting pressure on his units, have a mortar here firing, just trying to do as much damage as we can. My guys will be ready soon to go up on the line as well. There it goes, anti-tank grenade. Don't know why he did that. It was just a suicide, a classic Soviet tactic, just suicide with his troops. These guys were pillaged. They will join soon. These Panzer Grenadiers are joining up again with the Grenadiers. Wanna get them as soon as I can up close because they are crucial for our efforts over here, Soldatens. Here they come, they're gonna throw Molotov at us behind the cover. Definitely a good thing to do. But I managed to get the first shot. I saw that I'm inside this this flaming ground, so I'll try to hold as much as I can while the flank is coming. Here it goes, flank again. Come on, can we get the kill? Can we get a kill? He's on, I mean, just spit at him, he'll die. But luckily for them, they managed to get away, so I'll try to cap this with the Grenadiers, and after this get prepared, we'll cap that with the Pioneers, just to try to put some pressure on the opponent so that he thinks that I got that. These guys are, yep, they're inside the town over here, because I don't want to keep them around that, because then they'll be able to see me from here if they're to come. Also, I built a telemine here and telemines there, to guard that against the enemy push. So that, I mean, look at that. I built 2 telemines, have G43s, have Panzerschrecks, did a 2 Faust's rifle grenade, and I still got enough to get these S minefields over here and still have a bunch of ammo. That happens when you get both ammos. You are pretty capable of delivering a large amount of mines, weapons, and other utilities for your troops to help them. So back to these Panzer Grenadiers. They are over here just so that they can jump inside this or this building, depending where the enemies are coming, and to guard this together with the MG42, and also have the Panzer Grenadiers there. Now here comes the T-34, and he'll just rush me here. So this half track sadly will be lost, because He can't escape. He's just blocking me, and yep, 2-shot. He is out of control. But look at that, he already has this. But I mean, let's be honest, he had enough points. I was not penetrating there, but here comes my Panzer Grenadiers. This building, they cannot enter inside this building. If they could have been able to enter inside that, it would be a so much different story. Here he's trying to crush them. And yeah, I'll just retreat, don't want to risk it. If I didn't retreat, he would have got to them. But we are getting Panzer IV over here, and he is not pushing forward for them. He got a good shot there, he almost wiped it. Okay, these guys are already wet too, but they are not pushing forward, they're just being stationary there. So here comes the Panzer IV. Here, finally got some armor which will support inside town. So I will probably go with that Panzer IV over here to deal with the Maxim. And look at that, they have a settled charge. Didn't even saw that. Just saw it now. I mean, I didn't even came all the way up to this. So it was a waste. But here, this Maxim will now move over here. So look, I mean, I got MG, and I got the mortar by myself, and then I got a mortar and MG from them. So I got half of my support weapons from just stealing it from them. So damn, I'm listening to the birds outside. That's why I stopped for a second. A lot of them. It's like I don't know. Are they coming because it's summer? But anyways, my opponent is getting his AT over here on a flank. Pretty damn good position. Yep. So let's focus. Yep, there goes the AT. Got a shot at me. Nice. Over here, the opponents are trying to push with their pioneers now, trying to get in position over here. But I have the Maxim covering that side. Also getting my Panzer Grenadiers inside and building a bunker over here. It's why I build it over there. Reason is I saw him throwing that, so I managed to get out early. So if he is to come over here, I have this MG42 and he cannot fire at that bunker. I'm just gonna pause it. So if he is to come over here, I have this MG42 covering it, and he cannot come close enough with his tanks to fire at the bunker. He must move literally inside, where at a crucial time I will have something to deal with it, so he can't destroy it with ease. Also, if he is to destroy it, then he'll have to move from here or from here with a tank to destroy it. Again, I can cover it, so it's a perfect position inside the town to cover this entrance and to cover this whole flank from the enemy position. Again, I'm telling you the importance of my position. The opponent did had a map control. He had me surrounded in a way, but he missed the point that I got a pretty superior position inside the town. Maybe I mean, it's not that I couldn't go out. He did had a superiority there, but I had a better position from which I can harass him. I had a secure second line where if I failed my push, I can always retreat. And here it goes, T-34 trying to go, and I bait him. I wanted him to go for me, to go and crush them, because that's what he did last time. And just at a critical moment, Panzer IV is coming. I stopped because I need one more shot, and yep, it's burning, so I will go back. These guys are throwing their AT grenades at me, but here comes the Panzer Grenadiers supporting here together with the Panzer IV. I have a superior firepower, which I tend to use, and he throws his Molotov a little bit behind me. A good decision, but it takes time for them to do damage to me, so it's not that super successful. My opponent has enough fuel again to get more tanks, and this time he's getting T-34 85s. I mean, this is just showing you guys, I mean, even with me harassing him that much, even with me dealing that much damage, he's still capable of bringing in the troops which can deal some good damage to me. So while I was battling over here inside the town with my Panzer Grenadiers and Maxims, my Grenadiers pushed this side and capped some more points which will be useful. So they will go back into their position, which is over here, and to guard that and to be early warning in case that we are to get some opponents here. And look at us, so now I have 3 Panzer Grenadiers. I have 2 Grenadiers. I have more Panzer Grenadiers than Grenadiers. And that is definitely a good thing if you are capable of getting. And here I'm playing some mind games with him. I'm trying to get him mad. I'm saying, are you gonna surrender? It's like that game, you know, when someone types mad bro and you are, I mean, you weren't mad, but the moment he typed you mad bro, you get mad. That's what am I trying to do over here. And he is now switching. He's trying to push on the right side. One thing he didn't try was to push all the way back from there. He had a perfect position here. He tried from here, from here, from here, but he never tried from there. So, while he's preparing his line over here to come, I'm pushing my line over here. So I know that he has Maxim over here, so I'm moving there with 3 units, so 2 Panzer Grenadiers. Let's slow this down. So I'm pushing with 2 Panzer Grenadier squads over here, 1 over here to get that fire at him, and this guy will move over here from the other flank. Gonna get the Pioneers over here at this point to attack, gonna get this Pioneer over here. So I'm attacking on all sectors on the left flank, trying to cut this off. Look at that, he has the Maxim inside, but behold, he cannot fire over here because there are no windows. And I would argue as well that you should be able to use the doors, at least this open, to fire, because it's weird relic, so you can use that. So that can definitely be a one subject we can mention soon. But here we go with the Pioneers attacking this, outflanking the opponent there with some Panzer Grenadiers and with the Panzer. And over here I have my Grenadiers. They are falling back because the opponent capped the church. He entered inside the church. And I don't want to get unnecessary fire. Where are these guys? Yep, here they are. They are getting over here just to be sure to support where it is needed. I'm actually getting them over here on the left side where my tank is. Or wait, let's see what. I believe that I wanted to reinforce my Panzer IV because I thought that maybe something will get there. I'm not sure that I saw the T-34. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but anyways, the opponent 2 units. Okay, I have to pause again. I'm sorry, but I want to give you guys tips as well while playing this. So this is a wrong way to set up these guys. You only have 3 windows you can fire from, and you have 12 men inside. Best case scenario, keep 1 unit inside. Second unit should be sent over here to outflank or something. But again, I have another S minefield here covering this entrance. I have mortar, I have 2 Grenadiers, and I'm just baiting him. I'm doing the same tactics which Soviets used against the Germans in the Second World War. I'm giving him land and I'm forcing him to come close and fight me under my terms. And look at that, just as my Panzer IV was pushing, my Panzer Grenadiers are trying to go there reinforced, and that T-34 just passed by, and here it is. Panzer Grenadiers firing, not a lot of damage, surprise. But I don't know who is surprised over here. And look at this. I bounced first shot. Let's take a look at this. And I bounced the second shot. So lucky by me. I have a theory over here why I bounced. Oh my god, the third shot. Okay, so the theory is that because of the sloped area. Look at this. Yeah, because of the sloped area. Here, I managed to bounce the shot. And also I got the side turned, so I managed to side scrape here perfectly. And look at that, the opponent got wrecked here with his triple. Let me just get a screenshot over here which we can use. Oh yeah, perfect. I'm gonna use this for my thumbnail. So, but you guys already saw that, right? Just by clicking this video. But yeah, look at yeah, it was a bit weird that he managed to bounce that much. But I mean, I don't know. It was unlucky RNG, but I believe that it cannot be, and here he just rage quitted, but my theory is that you cannot get 3 lucky bounces. It must be a mechanic here. It was, I was uphill and I side-skirted my tank, so he couldn't do much, and look at that, I literally just cut off his territory in half. I managed to push him back, everything he had, I destroyed everything, and I also got the Stug out to support inside town. So pretty damn good game if you are to ask me, guys. This Panzer IV really showed up today. It might be even a Michael Wittmann, who knows? But anyways, thanks for staying, guys, and hopefully I'll see you soon, and you will check in again for more videos. So until next time, thank you guys, and see ya.